Hi everyone, it's Claire from Claire's Food Haven. Tonight I'm going to be cooking ham and cheese turnovers with peas and chips. I'm following a recipe online by BBC Good Food and it's for their bacon and cheese turnovers, but I don't have any bacon. I've got some ham that needs using, so I'm going to replace the bacon with the ham. So the cost of everything, the ingredients, we're going to need some puff pastry. This cost 99p. The ham I got from Aldi was £1.19. We're not going to be using all of that. We're going to be using about £1's worth. The cheese is 100 grams of this medium cheddar, which I think was about £2.50 or £3. So I'm putting 50p for the cost of the cheese for tonight. Peas, I'm going to be using some of these, about 50p worth, and the same with the chips, about 50p worth. I'm also going to be using an egg to glaze the turnovers with. So altogether the food cost is £3.77. The cost of the hob to cook the peas, 10p. And the oven for a good half an hour, 45p. So the oven's on now. I'm going to put the chips on first because they do take a while. The oven's been on for a good 5 minutes, so it's already heated up nice, so that's good. Okay, now to make the turnovers. So for this, we're going to use the puff pastry. We're going to roll it out on this board. Right, it already has some parchment paper in it, which is useful. You don't have to worry about it sticking to the board. You can just roll it out on the paper like that. The recipe suggests cooking 6 squares out of this puff pastry for our turnovers. So let's see. Oh, a little bit longer. Careful there. So if I was going to cut 6, it'd be 1. Maybe just use that as it is, because this one's already cut down there. And then cut across down the middle. And we want 3 tablespoons of soft cheese. I guess we'd be using about half of this soft cheese, but I'm not sure. We'll see. That's 1. That's a very generous one, that. 2, 3. Just a little bit over half the packet there. And we're going to need to grate some cheese to add onto it as well. So I'll just grate that. Said about 100 grams, so this is 400 grams, so it'll be about a quarter of this block of cheese that we want. There we go. I'm going to add some ham. The recipe suggests putting a slice of bacon in there. I haven't got any. I'm just going to cut this ham in half. There's 4 slices of ham here, so I can make that into 8 by cutting it in half like that. So the first step, we want to put some filling in here. Just mix this cheese up. Put some cheese spread first. Just Spread it out. Might need a knife for this, this might be easier. Spread that out, going across the middle, like that. And then a piece of ham or a piece of bacon. And then a sprinkle of cheese on top. I suppose you could add other things in here if you wanted. You could put tomatoes, mushrooms, and then fold it over. We want to fold it like that, and we want to get some egg or milk and paint that on that bit there, which I've not done up yet. I'll just do that now. And whisk this egg. Paint that on there. Then we fold this other corner, the opposite corner, fold that across. Like that. I've never made these before, this is the first time for me this. Errol sent me this recipe a few weeks ago and I thought, oh, that looks nice. So I bought the puff pastry for it and I just not got around to making it yet, but tonight's the right time. So we've got one there. I'm going to pop that on the baking paper on the tray there to cook up, and I'll make the rest up now. I've decided to leave this here, it's all split, so but I'm happy with the amount that we've got there for 2 people. That will do nicely. So I'm going to bake these in the oven for 20 minutes or thereabouts. Chips are sounding good. Now I used quite a bit more of the Philadelphia than I thought I was going to use. I actually used most of the tub, so you can put a bit extra on for the cost of the meal for that. The turnovers and chips have been cooking for about a good 15 minutes now and they're smelling great, so it's time to put the peas on. I'll put them up to 4. I've already boiled the water in the kettle, so I'm just going to add that on. Pop the lid on. Just let them cook. Smelling really good in that oven. Everything's been cooking for a good 25 minutes, so I'm just going to open the oven now, stand back so I don't get burnt by all that steam. See all that steam there? It's amazing. And we're going to have a look, see how everything's doing. Oh, I think the chips are done. Yeah, I'm going to pull them out now. The turnovers need a bit longer. They're a bit pale. Put them on the top shelf. I'm going to turn off the peas now because they'll carry on cooking. Even though the hob's off, they'll keep cooking there for a good 3-4 minutes. Peas have been left on the hob for about 3 minutes. I'm just going to dish them out now. And drain them. Now the chips will be a bit on the cool side because they were ready well before the turnovers. I've got my timings a bit wrong there. I'm going to turn the oven off because these turnovers should be done now. Hey, just stand back. Open the oven. Ooh, yeah, they look better. Tell they're looking more like more like the recipe. It's oh, they look lovely. Pastry's cooked well. Some big ones here. I think we'll go with these. Right.
Have some mayo?
Yeah, sure. So Errol's going to have a bit of mayo with hers. I'm going to have a bit of ketchup. I think we'll just get going with the one for now. So, yeah. Bon appetit. That was really delicious. We both really enjoyed our tea tonight. Everything got eaten on the plate. And I even had an extra half a turnover because it was so gorgeous. That combination of the melted cheddar in with the flavour of the soft cheese and the ham and that beautiful golden pastry all just warm and mushed together. Oh, it was gorgeous.